I think most of the people romanticize owning a cafe, because they only see the good moments of it. They, that's what you're supposed to feel. Like if you go into a cafe, you're supposed to have a really good moment, enjoy the place, enjoy the company you're in or not. So even if you go by yourself, enjoy the food and the drinks. And, that's kind of like the point of why I make those videos. Not to break this illusion, because it is real. It is something real, but to show you that there's a lot that goes behind making you feel this experience. So I think the fantasy of owning a cafe is you have like your little setup, you were creative, you created what you wanted. The atmosphere, the food, you're baking a little bit of cakes, you're having a nice chat with a customer, you're sitting with your friends around a table and have a coffee. And all of this is real and all of this is existing. But there's a very big invisible side that goes into creating those moments and those feelings. And, I'm going to give a little look in what this behind the scenes, like what is happening behind it is. And it's basically, if you're a cafe owner, you're working with, a constant, how do you call it? Anticipation of things. Maybe that's the right word, because you're anticipating what is going to happen in the future, because you know it will affect directly what you are doing even right now. So there is the admin work that goes behind it, taking care of your bills, sending papers to your accountant. There's the side of putting out orders, which means basically, how much do I order to not have too much, but also not to waste anything. What time, what day will the delivery arrive? Will I be there? Will I be on the road? There's the point of like, keeping your shop presentable, nice, that everybody feels good in it. Having an outlook for stuff you might see and think needs changing, even though your guests might not see it or might not see it yet. Being sure that you have enough takeaway cups, toilet paper, all those little things. This is one part. After that, you also have the fact of logistics. For example, I'm personally checking the weather app definitely more than once a day because 3 days of bad weather can fuck up your day. And like a sudden rainfall can create a full crazy panic for your staff and you. And this is something you do not necessarily want your customers to feel. I mean, a full blown rainfall is going to be something your customers are going to feel because you're going to start running outside, getting all the cushions in. But what they don't see is that you are like trying to figure out where you place them, if they take space away, if they make your area less cozy, less comfortable. Then there's the point of like, unexpected problems. There are some problems that are like showing up and you know you have to deal with it. But I think my best example will be what happened to me 2 weeks ago. I had a full prep day. We were closed. We were preparing for a big weekend. We had a national holiday the next day. And once I was about to leave, I realized that my fridge broke down. And I had a huge delivery coming in the morning. And so I had to go through my fridge, check every item of what I had to discharge and what I could keep. Then I had to find like a way, like where to store it, because it was a big amount of stuff that got delivered, a big amount that went into the trash and is going to be dealt with insurances now. But there were some things that actually were at the right temperature and could be stored somewhere else. And so I'm very lucky because I have neighbors who lended me parts of their fridge. But the next step is finding somebody who can repair your fridge on a national holiday, which, for example, in your head creates the question of, I will have to pay more because it is on a national holiday. Will it be fixable, or will I have to get a new fridge? If I will have to get a new fridge, this is going to be like, depends, like, that wasn't planned. So is there enough money to pay for a new fridge? And so it creates like a constant chain, and you think about, do I have enough for the weekend? How will I do the weekend? And, yeah, those are like little things that happen behind the scenes that will not be visible the next morning, because you're going to open your shop and you're going to have your cakes in place and you're going to have most of the menu available. Or if you don't have the menu available, maybe you will tell the person in front that your fridge broke down. But it is one of the realities of owning a cafe and of the feelings I think a lot of owners know. And most of the times, if you go to a small, like independently led cafe and you will not see the owners, it's because they are busy doing something else, trying to maintain and keep the atmosphere you have in your shop. I'm lucky to have excellent relationships with my staff friends, but this also means I care for them. This also means this is a part I think about, like, do they have a birthday coming up? Do they need like a day off? I try to arrange them where I can. So this is like something I think that is natural if you get along with if you like your staff and you get along, if you have a good relationship, you're going to try to do everything that not only your clients, but also your staff feel comfortable. And so, yeah, I think, all of those little things on the side were happening in your business, or even not inside of your business, but out in the world, are things you have in your head and you're thinking about when it comes to the reality of owning a cafe. And yeah, I think it's kind of funny because the part that makes your place beautiful or nice and a place where people feel good is the fact that you care about your business and that you care about all those little invisible things that are happening behind. And I think if it's really something you put a lot of work and effort into, people can genuinely feel this when they come to your place. And so it's kind of weird because the beauty of owning a cafe is real. I sit at the table with my friends and we chat. I have days where I'm baking cakes and I'm really happy and I'm like vibing to my best song in the playlist while I do this. And I don't know, the connections with the guests you have, they're real. I have crazy moments with people who are coming and I remember them for years. And so all of it is real. Like the fantasy is real and then the reality is also real. So yeah, like two things can exist at the same time.